currently in British Columbia, and today we're gonna be doing the St. Mark's Summit hike, and I'm very excited for this one just because I know that up there is gonna be crazy views, but unfortunately we didn't look out with the weather just yet. It's very cloudy, very foggy, which to be fair does look very majestic and very nice, but yeah, I'm hoping by the time we get up there it's gonna clear out even just a little bit, just because I do want to see the views and such. How high is this exactly? What's the elevation?
The elevation gain is about 570 meters, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, either way, I'm really excited for this one, even though it's like raining also a little bit, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, this is also my first time hiking here in BC, so he was telling me like just how different the mountains here are compared to the Rockies, of course, so I'm curious to see the differences. And yeah, let's start and get on with this video. As you can see, it is so freaking foggy.
So we're just at the trailhead. What do you see?
See a big caution sign.
There's apparently a bear in the area. Perfect.
So far it's a pretty gradual incline up, and it's also very flat, not as rocky just yet. I don't know if it gets rockier later, but so far it's pretty nice. And I think that I noticed it is so lush, filled with trees and greenery. It's very pretty. We stopped at the first viewpoint, and it's nice because it's kind of clearing up. The clouds, they're moving quite fast, and we did get to see a bit of the view. So we're currently en route to the main view, but he did say there's a few other viewpoints on the way that we'll stop to. And so far I was telling him how this whole forest reminds me of the Twilight show. And I was telling him how I want to do the Jasper run and everything here. It's just so pretty and majestic. It's gorgeous.
This is the view. There's literally nothing. The first viewpoint is up there, but there's a lot of people. The second viewpoint is down there, which we're gonna go to, but there's also a lot of people. But honestly, it's not, because you can typically see the water here, but you can't see it. Sun is coming out though.
Hello, update. So we've been waiting for like 5 minutes or so, and it's nice because it's kind of clearing up. So we're gonna give it a few more minutes just to see if we can get like a nice view, because it's really starting to clear up right now. So maybe there's hope after all.
Maybe. Okay, we've made our descent and we had to go back to the first viewpoint, which is the Bowen Lookout, just because it's somewhat clearing up, as you can see, but not really, to be honest. But the views are much better, and at least Jasmina gets to see a little bit of it. I feel bad because the views are just horrible today and up there. And also it was very loud. We'll talk about that later, but it's just like, it's just not a good time. But nonetheless, at least she gets to at least see the, Bowen Island and the water there. A little bit of it, but yeah, we had to go back down because it's we saw it clearing up a bit, but not really. First of all, I just want to say that this was one of my go-to hikes when I lived here, and it was just, I don't know, it was just a tradition for me to like do this hike once a month at least when I'm home for the summer, maybe more, but just because, yeah, it's very close to the city. It's I know the trail fairly well, and it's just something I've always done. I don't know, and it's a beautiful hike. But I want to get just Mina's take on this hike today. Obviously the weather wasn't on our side, but it is what it is. But what do you think of the hike?
Besides the weather and the other stuff, which we'll get into, the hike itself is really beautiful, and I'm happy that we at least got to see a little glimpse of it, because I'll be honest, I was like a bit sad that we didn't, like, once we got up there it didn't clear up, but then it did clear up for like 10 seconds, so I was so happy that I got to see that, and the views are literally incredible and stunning. But there are some other things that just, I don't know. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. First of all, yeah, the weather sucks. Like, the view up there was just, you couldn't really see anything. We did wait for a bit. It did clear up for a bit, but nonetheless, yeah, whatever. It was, yeah, that was the best it was going to get, in my opinion. And then when we were up there, because there's two different lookouts for this, for this hike, it was just so crowded. Okay, it's, first of all, mind you, it's the middle of the week in the middle of the day. Like, it's like a random Tuesday morning, early afternoon that we did this hike. Okay, and there's a lot of kids. I mean, like high school kids there. Teenagers,
young adults, basically.
Yeah, and it's just, it didn't make the experience very pleasant. Okay. First of all, I completely get that it's a public space. It's a public area. You can do whatever you want, right? But it's not the mall, first of all. And I go to the mountains. I don't know about, the people that's up there. I go to the mountains for peace and quiet. And just me and I, that's what we love. It's just peace and quiet. We go to these hikes, go to these trails to escape the city noise.
Yeah, and the thing is that we of course do vlog, and that's another thing that I want to mention is we do vlog, but we also like make sure that, I don't know, we have common sense that if there's people around, we don't.
Yes, we respect it.
Or we like do it very quietly. But those people up there, like, I don't know what is wrong in their head, but they were like shouting, playing loud music, they were littering. There was like, I saw at least a bunch of cans up there, and that actually what made me a bit mad. Like, I don't know, if you watch like then my vlog or something, then you'll see like my mood kind of like shifted a bit, just because like that pissed me off. Like, they're up there like doing their chaos, like being loud and rude.
You only see the clouds.
And then they're just like littering at the same time. It's just not pleasant and not enjoyable, so that's like what ticked me off. But
it's just, when we do vlog, we respect people's space and the peace and quiet, and it's supposed to be like a very peaceful trail. It's this trail is like one of those Pacific Northwest, like, sure, it's like, very moody, like, especially on days like this, moody and peaceful. But no, there's people with like loudspeakers, people yelling, people screaming nonstop, and it's just like, I kid you not, we stayed there maybe for like, I don't know, under 10 minutes. Yeah. Just because we wanted to see if it was going to change, like the view, if the fogs were, or the clouds were going to clear up. And I'm just like, no, I'm done. Let's go down. People were just like yelling.
Yeah, and that was the first, because normally once we reached the summit, and another thing about this is we actually, like had a snack, but it was really quickly. So I was so mad, because normally once we get up like to the very top, we love to take our time. If you've seen our other vlogs, like, you'll see that we really do take our time. Even the ones in Laos, like in Asia, like, we stay up there for a while. Even if the views are not great, or if it's cloudy or foggy, we like still like, enjoy, rest, and like have a good snack. But it's like, I was literally telling Audrey, like, I want to leave, I don't want to be here anymore.
Me too. And it's crazy because like the amount of times I've done this hike in the past when I used to live here, it was peaceful and quiet. Sure, it may get busy, but it wasn't that obnoxious. Like this
Yeah.
is a very, like I get that this is a common trail, a fairly famous trail, popular one, so people go up here, but the amount, and it's not even the summer yet. That's the crazy part. It's only May.
Yeah.
It's not even peak it's not even peak hiking season here in BC just yet, but nonetheless, I think, you know what, because here's the plan, right? We were gonna do one more hike before we head back to Alberta.
Yeah.
I was thinking of taking Jasmina to the Chief, which is also another popular hike. But the last time I did it, it was fairly peaceful. There were people, but it was peaceful. I also did that middle of the week, middle of the day. But I don't even think I should take her there because it's it's a famous one. If you're from BC, you would know the Chief. It's in Squamish, fairly famous hike. And I don't even think I want to go there. I think I want to take you to another place. Like, it's going to be slightly harder, this hike. But I think that's the sacrifice that we have to make
In order
for us
peace
to
and
have
quiet.
yeah. So I've done this hike before in Whistler, only once though, and I
Wait,
really,
you have this planned out already?
yeah, when we were up there were so many hikes going through my head. I'm like, which BC hike should I take Jasmina to? And this one came to mind because I'm pretty sure not that many people, there's going to be people for sure, but not as many as this. It's not as popular. Okay. It's not as
Near?
It's not as near. Yeah. Whistler is about 2 hours away from the city. It's also not as, I wouldn't say
Your
easy.
horns are rising.
Yeah. It's not as easy. Okay. I mean, this is hard and easy. It's intermediate, I would say. Same
It
word.
was okay.
Yeah. But this one is hard. Okay. People go camping here overnight. No, it's nothing crazy. People go camping here overnight, and it's a view of beautiful mountains with this glacier lake. It's just actually really stunning. It's like way out there. So I think we should just wake up really early, drive on to Whistler for 2 hours, have some good breakfast, pack some good food as well.
Yep.
And then, I am 100% sure that there's not going to be that many people there. If there are, then this city or this province is overpopulated.
Yeah.
But
I felt already overpopulated up there. I felt like I didn't even leave the city. The city was
I've done St. Mark's, middle of the week, weekends, summer, low season, peak season, whatever. Okay? I have never seen it like that. It is so crazy. It is so insane. I thought it was just going to be, we're going to walk up there. Sure, a few people are going to be up there. Whatever. No. It was packed. Not only packed, it was freaking loud. But nonetheless, we're going to, get a bite to eat and cool ourselves down. We don't want this to be around. We just say it like it is.
His horns is like growing, so he needs some food. And
I need some food. We're really hungry.
yeah, but other than that, before we do end this vlog, I will just say, like, the hike itself, like, is really beautiful. Like, I honestly see why people go up there, but it's just, I honestly don't want to do that again, unfortunately, unless, I don't know. I actually have no idea, but it's not something I honestly want to do again just because it wasn't peaceful, but it was really nice though.
Well, this is why we do YouTube, right? Instagram, any other, TikTok, even any other social media platforms, we post the highlights. YouTube is like where you see this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, not everything goes according to plan, and this is just one of them. It is what it is, but nonetheless, we hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you already know what to do. Give this video a like, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you in the next hike.
Yeah, see you in the next hike. We'll see how that one goes.